How we doing, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all things Dodger baseball all off-season long, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers videos, smash that like button. Really helps the channel out. And as always, some of your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. Should the Dodgers pursue Freddie Freeman in free agency if they're unable to sign Corey Seager? Should the Dodgers look to add Freddie Freeman this offseason? I want all your takes on this one down below. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So today we're going to talk about the possibility of the Dodgers going after the Southern California kid, one of, if not the most popular guys in all of Major League Baseball. Of course, I'm talking about Freddie Freeman. Is LA ready for Freddie? Well, the Athletics' Ken Rosenthal, he actually suggested it as a possibility for the Dodgers if they strike out on Corey Seager. Could LA pivot to trying to sign Freddie Freeman? Well, this is from Ken Rosenthal's latest piece in The Athletic, where he talks about the idea of the Dodgers shifting their attention towards Freddie Freeman if they can't re-sign Corey Seager. It reads, the Dodgers as presently constituted would play Max Muncy at first and Trey Turner at second. But if somehow they fail to re-sign shortstop Corey Seager, a player they seem to very much want back, they could replace his left-handed bat with Freeman's, then play Muncy at second and Turner at short, an intriguing fallback for sure. Well, you know, the first thing we've got to do when it comes to a free agent, we've got to break out the Dream Dodger free agent meter. Now, this one's interesting because if we're operating under the assumption that signing Freddie Freeman means they didn't re-sign Corey Seager and you shift Max Muncy to second base, you have Trey Turner playing shortstop, Justin Turner for now playing third base, I think you could definitely say it's a 4 Dodger hats. Let's go, giddy baby. But this one isn't as cut and dry as some of the other ones because you would have to factor in some of the other needs that this team needs to address. They still haven't re-signed Max Scherzer. They're going to have to fill out this rotation. How would it impact the Dodgers' chances of re-signing Chris Taylor and some other players that they're going to need to pay down the line? The Julio Uriases, the Walker Buehlers, the Cody Bellingers, and guys like that. So those are other factors that would be in play before you got him to put pen to paper. But I think I could talk myself into it if they were to go that route. Because if they do lose Corey Seager, they will be in need of another left-handed hitter that can try to replace his production. And that is exactly what Freddie Freeman does. He is a very productive player. He's very consistent. Look, it's death, taxes, Rob Manfred not handling situations well and being a bad commissioner, and Freddie Freeman being productive at the plate. Those things are pretty much guaranteed. Just look at his numbers. He hasn't had a WRC plus lower than 132 since 2013. That is 9 straight seasons of a WRC plus at 132 or higher. He's a 5-time All-Star. He's a 1-time MVP. He won it in 2020, and he also hits for more power. Seager, his career high in home runs is 26, which he hit back in 2016. Freddie Freeman's is 38, which he hit back in 2019, and he's coming off a season where he hit 31 dingers. Also, he's been a very consistent player in the postseason when it matters most. If you look at his postseason numbers, he's slashing 290, 393, 523 with 9 home runs and 20 RBIs in 183 postseason plate appearances. Last season, he did slump a little bit earlier, but then he picked it up. He ends up slashing 300, 393, 503, had a 379 WOBA, a 416 expected WOBA, and a 135 WRC plus. And he also got it done in October. In the Atlanta Braves World Series championship run, he ends up slashing 304, 420, 625, had a 169 WRC plus, hit 5 home runs, had 11 RBIs, played great defense like he always does. So I think if you're the Dodgers, it doesn't seem like this is a realistic option right now because at the end of the day, I think most people out there expect him to re-sign with the Atlanta Braves, especially after having won the World Series there last season. The fact that he is the face of the franchise. He is very popular in Hotlanta, which I'm told by people from Atlanta that no one says. They call it Atlanta. And I do think that that makes a lot of sense, and it seems like a no-brainer signing. But hey, the Atlanta Braves, they're not this franchise like the New York York Yankees or the Boston Red Sox or the Los Angeles Dodgers or even the San Diego Padres that are willing to just back up the Brinks trucks and pay tons of money. They have a very strict budget for what they're trying to do in Atlanta, and if they give Freddie Freeman the bag, if they sign him to a 6-year, $180 million contract, $30 million per year, that's not going to give them a lot of flexibility to make other signings and address other needs and fill out this rotation. So they're very careful with the way they use their money down in the ATL, and also you have to consider the fact that they've tried to extend him multiple times and he hasn't put pen to paper. So it tells me that it's not a slam dunk that he's coming back to Atlanta. If I had to guess, that would be my guess at the end of the day, because I think that fan base would be a little upset if they didn't bring back Freddie Freeman at this point. But let's say negotiations, they start to crumble with him and the Atlanta Braves, and the Dodgers don't re-sign Corey Seager. Hey, he is from Southern California, Found Valley. He did grow up an Angels fan. We'll forgive him for that.
Bruh.
And hey, he could really help this Dodger team because he is so consistent, and this Dodger team lacks that at times in the postseason. A guy that has those elite bat-to-ball skills. He's got that pure swing. He's just one of the game's best hitters. Make no mistake about it, Freddie Freeman is still in the conversation for one of the best hitters in all of Major League Baseball. So if you had the chance to add him, it would be something that you would have to strongly consider if you were the Dodgers and you don't re-sign Seager. Me, it wouldn't be my first option, but I do think I could talk myself into it if they were considering going that route, because I still think the Dodgers are in win-now mode. So I wouldn't rule it out. And trust me, I know right now that it doesn't feel like signing Freddie Freeman is a pressing need considering the position he plays. But if they were to look to sign him, it would be to replace Seager's production on the left side at the plate. And then also, think about this. What would you rather do? Sign Freddie Freeman for 6 years, 180, or Corey Seager at 10 years, 280, or 10 years, 300? So that's another thing you have to consider. But I guess the main con for me would be his age, because at some point you have to believe his skills will erode as he gets older. Will he age well as a player? I do think of all the players in Major League Baseball, he would be in the category of guys that you would bet on to be productive in the latter stages of his career. Then on top of everything else, he is a very high character guy, and I think the Dodgers could definitely use that. You always want to go that route if you can, and he's a guy that you know he gives back to the community. He's popular around the league. So I think when it comes to signing Freddie Freeman, there is a lot of things to like. I don't think it's option number A or B, but we are going to talk about every potential free agent this offseason. I want to get your thoughts on this potential move. But let me know down below in the comment section, if you were the Dodgers, would you consider signing Freddie Freeman if they strike out on Corey Seager? How many hats or jerseys would you give him on the Dodgers Dream Free Agent Meter? I want all your takes on this one down below in the comment section. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. For all things Dodger baseball all offseason long, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For all latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to GearUp.LA. For all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.